Okay, so this is another impromptu video. I am actually in line waiting for my Chipotle order. This is a terrible angle also, but I'm gonna film it anyway. So I just have something on my mind because I started stressing about money and oh, sorry for the guy that's in the back. I started stressing about money, and I just wanted to talk about this really quick because I feel like this is the repetitive cycle, especially for someone like me when you're in that startup or I want to start a business phase. Money. Okay, money is obviously you need money for everything. Bills, debt, expenses, savings, just living your personal life, just trying to have fun and enjoy life. Like, money is always, it always comes up. So when you're someone like me who has debt, who has bills, who is trying to fix lots of mistakes from the past, also has this idea of I want to start a business, and knowing that money is also involved. Like, you need money to make money type thing. So you need money to start the business. It can be very upsetting when you want things, when you want to pay off debt, when you want to save at the same time for your life in general, but then when you want to save for vacation or trips, when you want to just enjoy the day-to-day and go on spontaneous dates or buy a random piece of clothing or buy a coffee because it makes your day just a little bit better. It gets stressful when you're stacked in debt, when you feel like you keep repeating the same financial mistakes, when you feel like almost like when there's no way out, you know. I feel like in entrepreneurship, in wanting to be an entrepreneurship, I feel like this cycle keeps coming up for me, and I keep making the same mistakes, and it's almost as if like it's almost as if it's gonna keep happening until I learn from the mistake, you know. Like, how many times are you gonna make the same mistakes over and over again until you learn the lesson? And I feel like upon the learning of the lesson is when things will finally change and unlock for you. And I'm just, unfortunately, I've been making the same mistake over and over and over again. And I guess I feel called to make this video in case you're someone who's like me, who has the bills, the debt, lots of debt, wanting to save, have a little bit of savings, but you want to obviously increase your savings, but you also want to save for fun things like vacations. And you know, I want to be a mother in the future. I want to move. I want all these things that require more money coming in, and it's just not happening right now. And it's very frustrating because I have an opportunity to get a second job. You know, I have a job. It's bringing in the income that I need to survive, so everything's covered. I'm not in serious trouble, but I'm at a turning point of I could get a second job, or I can go all in with my YouTube channel. And I feel like the right answer would be to just go all in with a second job, because obviously it makes sense. Set hours, set pay, clock in, clock out, get it done. But as someone who's always wanted to be an entrepreneur, I feel like other people that have always wanted to be an entrepreneur would hopefully understand where I'm saying. I feel like the best option for me is YouTube. Something that's bringing in no money for me, but I don't want to do YouTube for money. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it because I believe in it. I believe in it because it's my dream. It's always been my dream, and I've never given myself a true time of day to pursue a dream. You know what I mean? And I just feel like the time is now. I've wanted to be on this platform for 10 years, and I've let the 10 years, at the end of the day, whether I posted a couple of videos or not, I've let the 10 years slip by. I don't want to continue to do that. And as someone who's very conscious of the importance of every single day, it's hard to then just go clock in at a second job and have less time to work on the dream after doing that for 10 years. You know what I mean? I feel like if anyone's watching this, again, that's wanted to have a business, that's tried starting a business, that's started and stopped, failed, succeeded, if you want to have a business and it's been 8+ years of doing that, of trying, you'd get what I mean. Try one more, you know what I mean? Like, that's just where I'm at. Like, it's hard to say and stay that course without getting frustrated and upset all the dang time. But you know, talking to my wife, I've just kind of realized like I have to stick to YouTube as much as I want to go get another job, because it seems like a quick fix. And I'm sure there's people that can do all three. Like, I'm sure there's people that'll get the second job and still do YouTube. I don't think I have it in me. Maybe that's an excuse. I don't know. But for right now, like, that's just what it is. I have my primary and this. And I guess I'm making this video to say, like, or to try to spread the message of, I understand how hard it is to want money, to need the money, and then staying the course of what the original plan is. Because again, all of your basic bills are covered. You're not actually in any danger, giving you the flexibility to pursue the dream. That's where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, there's no imminent danger. There's no, I literally couldn't survive. So because of that, I have an opportunity to pursue the dream. It's just that the dream financially does not provide for me, and I have to believe in it enough to proceed and to keep going, because one day this business that I've always dreamed of will come to fruition, and it will work out, because it has to, with God's grace, of course. But you know, I guess I'm sitting here and I could be scrolling, watching another vlog. For example, one of my goals that I have over the next 2 years is that I want to take my mom on a birthday cruise in 2028. And I'm saying that because everything in my being wants to make that true, because I've never been able to do that for her. I've never been able to provide for her. And my mom is someone who provides for every single person in her life, right? I've always wanted to gift that back to her. At least a little fun thing, saying thank you for everything you've done for me for my entire life, for our family, by gifting you a birthday cruise. You know, it's just something I really want to do. It means a lot to me. So I currently have no extra money to do that. I don't have a business generating income to do that, and I currently have no money plan to do that. So my quick answer would be, what's the quickest way to make that happen? Go get a second job. Go save the money from that second job to make sure that happens. But you know, there's that I don't know, there's just that my gut is telling me to do this with YouTube, achieve it through YouTube, do it for her through YouTube, because I owe it to myself. You know, I don't want to let more time slip by and not pursuing a dream of mine, because I've done that for so long. Again, I'm 10 years deep into not taking the exact thing that I want to do into this chokehold and pursuing it. I'm 10 years deep into starting and stopping a business. I'm 10 years deep into pursuing businesses that I probably shouldn't have pursued because they didn't mean anything to me. I pursued them for money. This is the first thing that I'm pursuing that I genuinely just want to do because I just want to do it. Nothing else involved. It's just me. So I feel like I owe it to myself to pursue it and work hard so that way I can afford the thing that I want to do. One of the things that I want to do, like the cruise for my mom, via YouTube. Do you know what I mean? So I'm probably gonna ramble, but I'm just saying I'm gonna post this video to hopefully encourage anyone that wants to start a business that's currently having financial trouble or financial struggles, financial setbacks, or just currently having the reminder that we have a lack of money in their brains. Like, we will figure this out. We're gonna have to unfortunately ride the effing wave, which sucks, and it sucks so freaking bad, right? And I guess we have to go through another valley of suck because we've been here before. If you're like me, you've started and failed businesses so many times. You've sucked and sucked and sucked. Unfortunately, the sucking just has to keep continuing. It has to keep going on for a little while longer until we figure the F out. But I guess I feel encouraged, and sorry, I'm still getting my Chipotle order. I'm feeling encouraged by just the idea of staying the course. My wife just had to say she gave me this whole speech about staying the course. And it's like, old me would have jumped ship. And I have, which is why it's been an 8-year journey. But stay the freaking course. We will figure this out. You know, hopefully we can talk to each other. Feel free to talk to me if you need someone, if you feel like you're alone. Talk to me. Leave a comment. Say something. I don't know. But I personally, I feel alone. Like, I felt alone in this entire process, which is probably why I feel so adamant about trying to bridge community here in this one regard, for people that wanted a business and have started and failed, and started and stopped, and started and succeeded but then failed later on. Like, we've never built the thing. So this is just for you to say we're not alone. And I know money is huge. Money is everything. Money revolves around everything, literally. We will figure this out. We just have to stay the course. And that's that.